I am single day for a little over 3 years now. Most amazing in my house and doing that for sake awesome the background of myself. You guys don't know who I am. I was 200 for 3 years. Please, correctly for me to realize I have to share this opportunity, and that's why we're here today. Something that's really special that I was taught to now. Drew had that the beginning. Wherever I and I woke up back in 4 hours later. And oh, it was really hard of and brought it back to some of the and so that's what I wanted to show you guys. I want to introduce my partner tonight today. We don't really need to do that now. Everyone, first of all, we had three. What is it? And ever. It actually took me about 6 minutes going along all myself until I could but they didn't believe, right? So showing up for you guys is very, very important. Well, your mindset and the business. I'll put you for that. So every time your mindset should do it, every okay. I'm like, I have to mentally prepare myself because I'm like, what boundaries and what comfort zone is here trying to put me out of This is I'm gonna do this. So thank you to, so, Drew, can you come up and read it? Guys, lift up your head. Everybody. All up.
Good morning, everybody. You all should be thankful that they put it on, but more importantly, you should be thankful to yourself that you showed up. Because these are the kind of things that take you from being a driver who wants something to being a driver who goes and gets it, right? These are the tools. These are the things that will allow you to take your business where you want it to go. Share what it is. And that's completely okay. But I guarantee that everybody who's sitting here, they want their business to grow. Am I right about that? You want your business to grow? So, as the president of Bell, it's something that I'm very, very proud of. It's not because I'm the president. Well, it's actually just because I'm a driver, just like each and every one of you. And so I did not start this company. Started this company in the site, saw an opportunity to get people to change their lives. And so what I saw about this company, to be honest, I trusted Jason. I knew Jason was a great guy. I was a little skeptical. This would be something for me. And then maybe a month later, I'm doing legal work for the company. I don't always tell this number. After just about a month of being in the bowels of the seeing what this company had to offer, I was completely blown away. And what I saw, and what so what is Lavelle? What makes Lavelle special? There are three overarching elements that makes Lavelle, in my opinion, the best damn company on planet Earth. First and foremost, the foundation of it all, the products, right? We have, in my humble but educated opinion, the best products on planet Earth. It all starts. I agree. It all starts with the three steps. That's the foundation of everything. So many incredible products, and what I will tell you is that we will continue to have incredible products. We will continue to innovate, continue to make certain that the only products you guys are absolute A plus products. I cannot tell you how many tens of millions of dollars we have spent on never see because they weren't big enough. They didn't meet the Lavelle standard. They weren't worthy of the Thrive name. And that's what we're committed to doing, the best ingredients, the best formula. That's foundational element one. The second is, we're all promoters here, I assume, or future promoters, is the opportunity to change your financial future. Lavelle, in my, again, humble but educated opinion, provides such an incredible vehicle. And I'm not planning itself. Promote in any other direction. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? We do that to succeed. Each and every one of you. We know that if we continue to push the envelope on that, you all will continue to push and grow this incredible movement that is changing billions of people's lives. The third the kind of foundational pieces of Lavelle, the organizations that are sitting here today, that's the community aspect. What is so incredible to me is that we have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, not counting the customers, right? Millions, there are hundreds of thousands of promoters who are absolutely, whatever that may be, become healthier, change their financial future, make it easier to buy groceries. But they are just as excited about helping their team and their loved ones change their financial future as well. One of the things that just blows me away all the time is everybody here should want to succeed for themselves. You absolutely should, and you have to have that in order to really, really succeed. You have to. But what just blows me away is how much everybody cares about seeing their team succeed as well. How can I not only take myself forward, but bring a lot of others along with me? That is such a powerful component of this company. And again, the teams that are here, and there's teams throughout the company, but the teams that are here, the organizations that are here, do as good a job, if not better, than any others in creating that community and creating that togetherness, right? That culture together. So a little hand for all of you for being part of this. So we take those three foundations of what to actually do, because we can have the best products, we have the best, but you still got to know day in and day out what is that? You, not as in me, as in you. There is only one person. We can give you every opportunity. We can give you the know-how. Your uplines can show you how they did it so you can walk the same path. But unless you decide, unless you make the commitment to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to your team, to whomever, but most importantly to yourself, because you got to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm going to do this. Unless you decide to take all of these elements, unless you decide to take this vehicle and drive it, unless you decide that you are going to do whatever it takes to be successful, then you won't. Plain and simple. Every opportunity is here for you all. Every opportunity. But we can't do it for you. And it's not magic. And it's not easy. I think it's fun. I think being around all of you all is incredibly fun, but it's not easy. It takes work. Everything worth doing takes work. It kind of sucks in life if we just got everything handed to us. Sometimes I wish we did, but it's not usually the way, right? So you have to commit. So what I want each and every one of you to do, you've already taken a very clear step by being here to pledge that. But don't pledge to me. Don't pledge to your team. Don't pledge to anybody, but I want each and every one of you, if you want it, to pledge to yourself that you are going to do whatever it takes to grow your business so you can reach your goals, whatever those may be. Will each of you do that? Yes. So I can't guarantee anything, in part because I'm a lawyer and guarantees get people in trouble. But what I can say is that if you pledge to yourself, if you commit to taking daily positive steps forward, if you commit to doing the things you need to do to be successful, I believe wholeheartedly that each and every one of you can, but more importantly, that each and every one of you will. I absolutely believe that, 100%, and I hope that for each of you. But again, not to beat a dead horse here, it's got to come from you first and foremost. And I believe if you're here, you want that. And I appreciate that. Appreciate you to do it. So before I get off, I want to do one thing. Everybody, this is going to be hard for those of you who are filming, but you're going to do it anyway. I want everybody to close your eyes, please. I want everybody to picture what they want their life to look like in a year. What's there? It's different for everybody. What is, picture it, see it. Don't just kind of think it, see it. Okay, I want everybody, eyes continue to be closed. I'm not going to hypnotize you or do anything crazy, I promise. 3 years from now, what does your life look like? What do you want it to look like? Most importantly, what is it going to look like? See it, know it, manifest it, bring it to fruition. 5 years. Each and every one of you, what is that? Is it being able to buy groceries more easily? Is it being able to send your kid to that private school you think that would really benefit them? Is it having a cool car? Is it moving into a new neighborhood? Is it being healthier? Is it helping your friends and family be healthier? All of those things, whatever they may be, and you know better than I do what those things are. See them and know that you can obtain them if you put in the work, if you are coachable, and if you decide that you won't be stopped. So open your eyes. Did everybody see their future? Is everybody sitting here going to do what it takes to make that future a reality? I believe you 100%. And again, I will do everything in my power to ensure that each and every one of you do reach those goals and reach your dreams. So with that, keep that in your mind, right? As we're going through today, focus on the details. I'm not saying just think about that awesome new Lamborghini you want the whole time, but keep that in mind. Vision boards are so important, but internally as well. Set those goals, set those intentions. What do you want your life to be like? And let that drive you forward. Because not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day is going to be an A+. Some days are going to be harder than others. But if you have that vision, if you have that determination, if you have that desire to change your life, even on tough days, you will still take the necessary steps forward to get you closer to where you want to be. I know each of you can do it. I know it in my heart of hearts. I know it, and I'm going to see it. And I want everybody sitting here to tell me in a year that you did it, in 3 years that you did it, in 5 years that you did. I want each and every one of you to hold on to that and to drive forward and not let anything stop you. And if you do that, great things will happen. It might not be exactly on the timeline you envisioned. It might not be that exact picture, but I sure as hell, I'm going to say it, guarantee it, that if you have that in your mind, if you drive forward, if you take the steps necessary, you will be better for it, 100%. So let's have a great day today. I'll hand it back to Jackson. So glad you're all here.
Thank you. So before we get started with the next panels, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a tour of, the facilities. So there's water stations across the hall. So if you just go into there in the admin office, over to the left, you guys can actually fill water bottles. There's also the restrooms out to the right. You guys walk out, men's, women. There's also an auxiliary lot. So if you guys are full and parking here, if you guys have more teammates that are coming and they can't find parking, there's one back there that's also for this facility as well. And if you guys need the Wi-Fi, I know that the service is a little bit spotty here. You guys can go on CNB-public. That one doesn't need a password. You guys can just go onto there if you guys are streaming for your teams. And then also the next break is going to be at 12 p.m. So we are going to have a break where you guys can take pictures with your team. There is a photo booth out setting that up. We are pretty much ready to get started. So our first panel is going to be customer and promoter retention. So this is really exciting, guys. Can I have the panelists line up to the side of the stage?
Don't say that. Dad, don't say that, Dad.
Sorry. Two and then to the left is 3.
There's bins up there.
And I'll use.
No, they're not. There's a red basket, there's a blue basket, there's a couple other blue baskets. Yeah, Dad, don't say that, Dad. Can you help me, son? Can you help me?
I want to do that. They are either a potential customer or potential approval. Is take the time, find your routines because so many things are You want to also and tell them to be able to understand and everything. You always want to. So when they get it, when they're happy, I will text them early in the morning, rise and thrive, and then they'll pick me back up. Oh, yeah, and I'm like, everything, right? And then just checking on them like, if you want them to thrive. So I always try to do the first 3 to 5 days, and then following them at least once a week. Sometimes maybe once every 2 weeks, where they're at, they would like you to follow up with them because not a lot of people want to talk to you every day or like once every 2 weeks, right? So with them to see how often they want you to check in on that. And, the only thing I have to know is one, and then they might need some troubleshooting or. So, people are invited to reach out. Give them the best experience. Like you guys, we are the customer. For my loyalty program, how I get my customers to stay on mix with it. And then they also and I I'll just do it for everybody. You know, it doesn't have to be big or be little. And they'll want to stay forever with you forever, right? You always want to also create space for trust and friendship. And I do that. You want to treat them like your best friend, right? Get to know them in their personal life. You care know about their person. So that's enough. Because that's my story. I lost my dad in 2000. And I took it away at the time. They were really it felt into the very deep hole. And I was just searching for something to give me like the moment. So I was going I seen and it was like he was here and I don't want him to feel that way. And I reached out and I gave him this and it was it's gonna be a job. And I was ready for him. Where's that happening? So I did that experience in the mail. I'm gonna take the process of that. They take off and I would not have that motivation to get out of bed, probably. It's running around like, yeah, something I knew that this was something. And I knew that this was once a week, like moms, and I thought myself, parents and moms, it's really mostly moms and parents are tired.
Oh my gosh, I was able to do stuff with my kids today. Like those fire me up in this business. And so that's why my customers are really near and dear to me. I'm really involved, not annoyingly, but like I'm very involved to make sure they're feeling good, they're doing good, that if they need anything from me, I'm there. I'm just a message away or even a phone call away if they need to talk to me. And so I really created that relationship. I think it's really important to find out people's whys of what they need, what their bodies need, because we're all different. We all have different. Seeing them thrive for free. I was broke be broke before one thing. She said, I said, I can't afford these products right now. She's like, well, do you know two people that need energy like you? I said, yep, my mom and my sister. They also lost my dad. They also could definitely use this. Signed them up and I was thriving for free. I'm like, oh my, so now that's always stuck in my head. Help people thrive for free, help people thrive for free, because that's a huge part of our business. We thrive for free. Like what? You don't hear that from other things. You know, we get our products for free. And so I'm always talking about thriving for free. So I wrote down some of my favorite tips. I also asked my team, I'm like, what are your guys' biggest tips that you see, or they just ordered a month? Make sure, help them with a post that's exciting. Have them tag you, because guess what? They don't know what they're talking about yet. They're just starting. Have them tag you. And if people reach out, what are those? What are you taking? You know, have them make a little post wearing their DFT for the first day. I'm so excited for this new energy. Something that's very eye-catching. Help them. We know what we're doing. And when they reach out, get them to kind of navigate that for them, I think is so big. Just because we have a lot of us technology, get them on the right products. Like she said, taking them correctly and having them on the right things is key, so they don't have a bad experience. Offer minis. We offer minis to referrals to help them out with discounts off their orders. So I love to send mini experiences. Again, that's how I started writing. Send those out for your customers. Ways to encourage them to stay thriving for free. So you know we have the AutoShip Rewards program, but I like to do my own little thing to say, hey, thank you for choosing the AutoShip program. I'm going to send you some plus line goodies. Plus, I get to try some extra things. But again, it's me beneficial for them. Once they get their referrals and some, oh, this is so huge. It's like, oh, it's me too. Once they help them thrive for free. Duplicate, get everyone thriving for free. Why not? Thriving for free. Why? My organization, like they said, find a system that works for you to keep everybody organized. I feel like I did very well in this business because I'm obsessed with these products. When I started thriving for free, I was like, I am going to do this. And I have not stopped running to change people's lives since I joined in January of 2019. Because I love getting those messages from people saying, you changed my life with these products. So I believe that customers are your best.
Ashley, thank you for the customer retention panel. I just wanted to highlight, okay, so customer
I love auto ship. So you guys don't be scared of the word auto ship. Lavelle has done so many, given us so many freebies that is so easy to talk about now. I'm going to give you guys this term that I use that customers love, the loyalty program. I use that word now when I'm talking about auto ship because I tell them Lavelle has a loyalty program that if you keep thriving for 3 months, they're gonna send you some free stuff. And they're like, oh my God, that's so cool, okay. My customers are scared to take their all the ships on now because they don't wanna miss out.
I want to know if it's weak or strong. You definitely want to manage what your customer is going to experience. You don't want to like overhype it. You don't want to say too much. So I really just say, is it weak or is it strong? And then that kind of indicates to me whether they're ready to go on to. I always start them on a half dose. If they're ready to go on to a full dose, or be on the regular BFT, or maybe they need something stronger. Because I was somebody who I needed burn do. So guys, I was someone who was a quad. Pass it over to you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Mimi Trong, and I am from Kelowna, BC. And when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, there should be another mic on the chair. You can use that one. Let me test it out for a second. Clip it. Turn it on. Yeah. Okay.
Hello?
Kind of give up. So we started a group, well, Twin did, and we all felt a part of something. Movement, something big, right? We started going to local. We started being a part of everything that Laval was all about. And when we saw all of this, we were like, okay, you know what? It's huge here. It's not just about us. Like everyone else, I started off as for selfish reasons. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to cry for free. But when you started,
Hello? Okay. Okay, so when I first started here, I just started for selfish reasons. I was a tired mom. I was a new mom at that time, and I, like everyone else, you weren't motivated to do anything. I'm 35 weight. Started, I was like, okay, I have so much. When they tried in Canada for Sobel, and it was like basically sitting in a room like this and being a part of a community. You can see it's really hard to
like, you know, stories. All these stories are so like that it could touch her, right? It's so many different stories, so it impacts like so many lives. And when I first did this, I'm gonna tell you any reader. I work for it now. Just she hit the first rank and just disappeared. And I was like, what the heck? And I had all these questions running through me, right? Like, what did was it my fault? Did I not support them enough? Did they? But the biggest thing for me was that she wasn't a part of a community. I didn't introduce her to much. It was just us conversing back and forth. And I was like, damn, I have a lot of learning to do when it comes to leadership. We started inviting everyone back into and we started changing things up, right? So always be to understanding your own beliefs, right? Like making sure you're taking that off the table. It'll help. Right? I Jack with just remember that when you build people, people can build anything. Anyone can be leaders. Everyone in here is a leader. You don't need someone above you. You just need yourself. Believe in yourself, and you can do anything. Leader that I'm inspired by, Angela. Thank you, Lena. Good morning, drivers. Wake up, wake tomorrow's the first of the month, and remember $30 credits off of your new customers. Guys, I have to say that. But if you guys don't know me, my name is Angela Pham. I go by Angela Bay Bay, and I've been thriving as a rep for 28 months, a little over 2 years. This exact month, July, me and my team became a 200K team, 1 year anniversary. Let's give it up. I want to start off. Where did it go? Experience too, right? You guys see a lot of, and oh my God, she's doing so great. Guys did a freaking amazing job. I was like crying, and I'm like, oh, I don't know to be lit or to be emotional right now. But you guys are amazing, and this is why I love this company, you know. But you guys gotta choose growth. That's what it is, and you have to be strong. It's who you become, who you all face, and what you go through. And I want to talk about how do you retain your promoters, guys. As you guys know, I'm a leader. I do not micromanage. I am nobody's boss. Okay, everybody comes into this to want to, you know, a better lifestyle. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to tell you, hey, Michelle, you got it. You can do it, girl. Yes, you. You know, you guys gotta be the strongest runner, because there are gonna days where people don't feel good, right? But you can control what you do. You guys gotta lead by example. And you guys gotta always be, you know, in my mind, I'm always in, it's not a rebuilding mode, right? It's building mode. You always wanna be in building your foundations, your customers. The faster you guys get your customers on Thrive feeling good, the faster you're gonna, you know, convert them to wanna join this movement with you, right? So when my, you know, promoters, they look at me, you know, they're just, you wanna inspire them. When you lead by example, how can you better lead it, right? And this is off, I go this like that. How can you be a better person and leader? And this is what it is. This is what Lino is talking about. Always learning. Every day is day one for me. Every day. Okay, so close your eyes, Ange. How did you feel? You know, well, I really felt, Jackie would say, what was it, day 3? But looking back, I was like, I felt
I mean, you could just yell too. You could just. You don't even like Angela, just go.
Hello. Okay, so every day I'm just like, okay, what was I doing? You know, so I would always start every day as a day one driver. So I'm just like, okay, so I always show up for my team. As you guys don't know this, I'm doing a lot of reach out through my stories and I talk to my team a lot and I always say this. Like we always say with customers, they're watching you. Your team is watching you. So I am actually speaking to you guys, right? And I show up and I'm like, hey, driver free. The team's gonna look at you like, oh my God, driver free. Like they're gonna follow what you do. You guys gotta lead by example. And you know, I want you guys to know that you guys have to outsource as much as you can. And this is why it's so important. You have to be strong for your team, right? Just because you're leading, it's not about you, like I said. So I try to be as strong as possible and outsource and learn as much as I can so I can be the best leader for my team, right? There's so much resources in the cloud office, audio books, you know, talk to your sidelines, you know, we're best friends. Like, I'm like, hey girl, what are you doing, right? Don't be afraid to learn as much as you can. So this is how you know, retain promoters, that you become the best for them, right? That you don't sit there and micromanage them and like, hey, you're not doing this. What are you doing? You know, what value do you bring to your team, right? You want to serve your team, and you know that's what I do. I just serve my team. Whoever needs help, I'm here for you, right? So knowledge is the source of success, guys. How can you be sharper, more focused, you know, a better leader? And it's really not, you know, you probably look at Anna, she's like, she has talent, she has skill. No, guys, it's habits. It's changing your habits. It's being disciplined, changing your everyday routine. That's how you change. And applying massive action. So when they look at you guys, like when your promoters are looking at you, they're always watching, trust me, okay? They're looking for direction, guidance. They're looking for a role model, a mentor to show them the way. And that is you. Are you showing them, you know, the way? Do you know where you're going? Okay, you have to really ask yourself these questions because they are looking for you. You know, you want them to look at you and be so okay, so you want them to look at you and be so inspired and believe that they can do it too, right? You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So it's part of the belief process. Okay, so I want to talk about what retains promoter. It's this community, guys. It's us. It's being here together. It's, you know, bringing people together, a solid community. This is the heart of your business. If you guys don't know this, creating a support, connecting with people and building people up and the confidence, love on them, celebrate them, highlight them, edify them. If they're doing a great, go, I saw you, damn, that was good. I saw you share this story at your how you just gotta highlight and love. That's where it's at. for them to run with you, for them to keep going, right? And this is why it's so important to do one-on-ones. And it doesn't have to be long, guys. It could just be like 20, 30 minutes. Hey, just want to chat with you. Let's go on a one-on-one. I want to know where you're at. I want to know where you stand. So I can know where I can put my energy out, right? That's where you know where you run with the runners or love people where they're at. If they don't want it, that's fine. Not everybody. This is what you guys gotta understand. You guys have to have compassion for people. Not everybody wants to be at the top, but the people that retain are the ones that love thrive, right? Not the rock stars that, oh, let me go in fast. Because, you know, it's the people that love thrive, right? That continue to just share naturally and having fun, right? Have fun with it. It really. Also, and I don't be there to uplift them when they need something. Guys, I have a lot of promoters that fall off all the time. I'm gonna tell you, but they always come back. I'm like, come back to you. I'll be here. I always talk to them like, hi, I'll be here for you guys. I'm here. I'm staying. I'm really love that. I'm proud. And you know, I'm 100%. I'll be here, so don't worry about it. Everybody has a different path, so just don't worry about it and just keep, you know, sharing and keep going. So work on the goals together and work with your team. You know, I always say this. I work for my team and I work with my team. So I want to end it with that is just be the leader that you know, would you sign with you, basically. Guide them. So that's all I have for you guys. Okay. Group 13 and 15. You guys will,
And so anyway, that's where I was, severely injured and life just came back to me. So right away, it was like a bomb product that I had. So, you know, right? Okay. So, 5 months go by. And then another in August. 5 months go by, there's this thing called the 16th grade, you know. I got cool. So, anyway, and well, and I see like somebody. And then I see friends doing this. I'm like, so 3 years. So my dad stopped me and he said, you're not gonna charge for it. I'm like, what? And that's how I lifted it. And I had to drive it. They're like, okay, what do we get? I'm like, wow, cool. I got some customers. That's cool, right? Right? Or the difference. You know what it's all about. But, you know, so when you're in a group who is you are like, you know, you see you know, they're always they're doing the learn nicknames. We used to, you know, but it's just kind of when local, we're gonna have some experience with those. Welcome into our community. And it really started to exist, you know? I so one. One of the things that I know is it's a most That's been good. Feeling of my friend that said, "What are you doing this up?" You know? And so, you know, in the fire department, when you say, you know, you get an award, we go back to the firehouse and it's awesome, man. We're gonna celebrate you know, and with that turning over, you know, I mean, you look at the compensation plans that they have, you look at this not promotion. So I saw those. You know, see, and right, and then local, you know, yeah, but you know, I was gonna read that I want to but you know, my favorite one is but you know, this is something I'm not. You know, you know, God, approximately. But I still get that same attitude in my heart. And that's how I feel. Not the same on helping others, you know, community, camaraderie, you know, we're in everybody to get on your lifestyle. So being a fire on one of the earlier. So, you know, a lot of those things and those rewards that you need, it's so important to keep the vibe, keep them engaged. Because the minute you take that time, and now I'm gonna take a couple days off. Right? We gotta back you're looking for that. I'm gonna walk up here and get you guys dancing. It wasn't for you, it was for me, right? You gotta be all fired up. I'm like, yeah, let's do this today, right? Make it fun for them and bring them. All right?
Thank you so much. Okay.
I'm very passionate about looking at change this London. So it is the last thing to learn. I will highly recommend you guys to do it. I don't know how we can get started with teams, just because it's like when I take down east, and it's like if someone else misses something and they're just doing it, like, hey, you are so close to getting your direction, what do you need? Right? And they go and do it last minute of the month. Maybe they're recognizing like, you know, like, you have to reach nobody can graduate you except for your team, right? You're not getting it from your team, right? So when you guys can celebrate some wins together, that's a really build a strong foundation. And we have a lot of other ones already, so we also, rules, this is what you need to do, right? So it's going to be this month and every time. So how can you
helping your people, right? The shout outs are so important, creating that community. So it's not about waiting until you're at 200K, you're seeing all these people, and many of them have giant organizations, and many of you don't. That's what neither did they when they started. Nobody had to start their team when they started. But they did these things from the get-go. So when we talk about community, we talk about building people up, we talk about being a shout out, all of those things. Those are things we can and should be doing from the very beginning. You make a team of two, you and one other person. That team of two is going to become more people, but that team of two is going to stay strong if you do these things early. Create the community, create the togetherness, even in the early stages, and people will stick with you, and they will run with you, and they will grow with you.
I think too, thank you. I think too, when building a team on this, I've been on goats, guys, so we're gonna give you guys some training tips now. Keep it simple, right? We have a very repeatable system in our business. You guys know what it is? Shout it out. Yes, like who knows that, because we are like, you know, we don't let that go, because the VIP checks are what really changed my life. And I tweet on this on Palooza. You know, an extra $650 in the next week literally changed my life. And when building a team, and you're brand new, you got those two customers that help you hit that, and you got your two promoters. Congratulations, you guys are leaders. So don't forget about that. Don't forget to get people those VIP bonuses and make it so simple and repeatable that the next thing you know, in a month, you're like working, you're like, oh my God, I have a team, I can travel and stay at the place now. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in. Who's next? Is it Jackie on top of it?
Here you are. Thank you very much, Maggie. So how excited is everyone to be here today? I am super excited. I wish you guys can see what I can see right now. And before I start, I just have to say how I'm so emotional right now just to see everybody here. How many of you are changing lives every single day? And to me, that is so powerful for all of you guys to be here. So I am truly honored to be here, sitting alongside on this panel, because it was only 3 months ago at Thrive Palooza that I saw my vision. And I said, one day I want to be there. And that was only 3 months ago. So you guys can all do it. I did it. One day you guys will be here too. So for those that don't know me, my name is Jackie Abraham. I'm going to talk a lot about group chats. So in those group chats, I am also known as Jackie Mama 7. So between Randy and I, we have 17 kids. So
I am a homegrown Canadian. I'm actually from Winnipeg. I recently turned American 2.5 years ago, and I literally live down the street now. So the one topic that I'm talking about today is actually really important to me. It's how not to over-welcome the welcome. So our community here is super amazing. As you all know, we have promoters in every corner of the world, and the one powerful tool that we have that we use every single day, our group chat. So can I get a raise of hands? How many of you are part of one group chat? 5. How many of you are part of 5 group chats? Keep your hands up as the numbers go up. 10? 15. Like that number can go on. And so I know often I always hear this all the time. This is why it's so important to me is I wish I was in less group chat. So this was part of retaining your promoters and team building. So I'm sure we can all relate. And like even for myself, I always ask myself I wake up to 100 messages at like 6 a.m. in the morning. Like how am I ever going to keep track? How am I ever going to read all these messages? So it's really important that you organize and prioritize all these messages. But can you imagine what that feels like for that new person coming in? Like, how are they ever going to keep track? So, and I know as leaders, for me especially, I like to keep my team involved. So my initial thought is, I'm going to put you in every single group chat that you belong in. But that was actually the wrong thought for myself. So I'll share my story a little bit later, but my team grew really fast, and I had a lot of people falling off really fast. And I had to figure out, like, what did I do? So the one thing that I realized is that my promoters at the very beginning started to lose focus on why they were really here and why they joined the business. So most often they're here, they're super excited to earn those VIP bonuses, but once you start adding them to all those group chats, they become overwhelmed and then they lose their focus. So I had to really shift gears. So what I do is that when I find a new promoter now, when I sign on a new promoter, we actually don't add them to the group chat right away anymore. What we do is we always have a welcome call first. We start with the promoter, myself, we all share the responsibility as leaders. As long as there's only 3 or 4 of them in that group chat and we keep it intimate, it makes them feel like something already within that group chat. So during their VIP period, we focus just on their VIPs. Once that period is up, whether or not they earn these bonuses, they are welcomed with open arms in the group chat. They are celebrated regardless. They are welcome to the team. But the one thing I also learned is that everybody is different. Some people are ready to take on 15 group chats at once. Some people are only ready for 1. So what I've started to do is kind of respect them where they're at, and we kind of ask them, like, what are you comfortable with? And I do tell them that we have an amazing community. We're very chatty. We like to keep in touch every day in all of these group chats. So, like I said, you have some who will take it all, and then you have some. So the one thing that I learned in this business is that you always love them where they're at, regardless if they're in one group chat or if they're in 20 group chats. So in my personal team chat, we keep that chatter to a minimum. We post times of like team meetings, team Zooms. I like to post in there all the important announcements. And then in all the group chats, I love to celebrate everyone. And I think that's one thing that's super important, wins, big or small. And then what I train my team to do is they use the larger group chat to ask questions, because there are so many leaders in here that are more than willing to help you. So part of that chat introduction includes setting standards for these chats. And I have seen nothing less than what I'm about to talk about. So the standards for these chats are quite simple. We foster a positive environment and only encourage to encourage. We celebrate all the wins, no matter how big or small. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to the beautiful Amy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amy. I'm an ADK leader with Lavelle. I've been promoting for a little bit over a year now, and I'm actually in Las Vegas. So today's topic that I'm talking about is actually welcome calls. And I'm going to piggyback on a lot of things that Jackie said and mentioned in group chats and onboarding. But welcome calls, you guys.
let's talk about this real quick. First impressions are so important, right? The first time you meet somebody, you never forget that moment because that's the first moment. So something that I want to kind of touch on this, I have 4 subtopics that I'm going to go really deep into, so make sure you guys have your notes. So when you get somebody who messages you and DMs you and says, hey, I'm ready for this opportunity, know that they've been sitting on that thought for quite some time. Even before they decided to be a customer, they thought about that moment when they're ready to sign with you as a promoter. Your job is to be excited, to set that tone for them when they're coming into this business. The next important thing that I want to talk about is for a successful welcome call is your job is to listen, okay? And I'm gonna repeat that one more time. The best and the most successful welcome call is your job is to listen. Your job is to bring out the best version of them and not you, okay? Enhance the Thrive experience as a customer before you enhance your experience as a Thrive promoter. Just like some of the other leaders I mentioned before, your best promoters are your best customers. Tell them to tell their story. Why is it that you started Thrive in the first place? What made you realize that you were sick and tired of being sick and tired? You're going to get to know why they're ready to make that change and why they're ready to take this opportunity with you. The most passionate promoters, again, are a product of their product. I want to make sure when I'm bringing you onto this team that you love what you're doing. If I bring you on and you're not passionate about what you are talking about, we're both not going to be set for success. I'm going to have expectations of you, and you're going to have expectations of me that we both can't meet. Keep the communication clear between you, and make sure you guys create safe spaces so that this person can tell you what their personal goals are. When they come into this business, not everybody's goals are the same. As Angela mentioned before, some people want to be 200K. Some people just want friends. You have to understand what they're coming in for so you guys both can set each other up for success. Moving on to my next topic of leadership style. This is a really huge topic for me, especially in welcome calls, because once you start asking those discovery questions, you're going to get to know who your leader is coming in as a person. And that's the most important thing. You treat everybody just the same. We're all human, right? Ask about their personal life, get to know the things that they mention, but also take note of the things that they don't mention. Silence speaks louder than words, right? Reveal their pain spots and reveal their why and why they move forward in life. I'm going to kind of briefly go over the 4-color personality test that we do for majority of the people that we onboard in our team. So when you come on, we want to know a little bit about their leadership style. Have you ever had that one boss that comes over to you and says, you need to do this and this and this and this and this, and you're sitting at them like, my day is terrible, I don't know what the hell you just said, but okay, you know? And that's not a leadership style that maybe you resonate with because that person didn't know who or how you respond to as a leader, right? So this 4-color personality test, you can Google it. We make our leaders who are coming on take the test so we can better understand who they are as a person and how they receive leadership and advice. So just as an example, I'm onboarding Sarah today. Sarah's telling me a lot about her kids. She's a new mom of 2. She lost her job recently, and she really wants to provide a future for her family. When I'm talking about the conference, I'm not going to throw out numbers without value. Her value is the time with her kids. I'm going to say, hey, this 4K bonus can change your life because it can give you that vacation that you've been dreaming about for the last 3 years that you couldn't take them on, right? And there's so many other different color personalities, right? But it's really those discovery questions and understanding what people's pain spots are because their why is what drives them in this business. You need to help them reveal that, even if they don't know what that is yet. And once you can reveal what their leadership style is, you can identify another leader who resonates with them. People are more likely to stay motivated if they are inspired. So have them stay close to the fire. When you know what kind of leadership style they identify with, connect them with another leader who is very similar to them. And have them stay very close, okay? Moving on to how to tell your story. When joining the business, a lot of people ask me, well, what am I supposed to do? How do I start and where do I begin? The beauty of this business is that really you create your own itinerary every single day, right? You don't have a boss telling you what to do. But what we do is emotional storytellers, and you are here to help them tell their story, how, where, and why. So when you're asking those questions, or why did you get started? How did you get started? And why are you so passionate about it? tell them to tell these things to everybody. There is not one way that you can share. You can share in person, online, social media, wherever they are, just share it. This is your business. When you are telling them to come on to promote your business, it's all that is. Keep it simple, share your story. And once you learn how to share your story, learn how to share others. This business doesn't hire a bunch of people to market for them because we are the face. We are the story. It's your job to put that out there. And then setting them up for success. I know this part takes a bit more time, but when you are on your welcome call, take a minute to walk them through the cloud office. Show them where to find the resources. Where can I find frequently asked questions? Who can I lean on for support when I don't know where to go? And that might be a group chat. That might be compliance. That might be support. Whoever it is, direct them how to find the answers to their questions so that it takes some work off your plate. And then I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Ashley so she's going to explain what the dials are and how to reach you guys.
Thank you, Lee. That was so good. I wanted to talk about welcome calls because our team is so big on that. And let me tell you guys that welcome calls changed our business, like our team's business. I wasn't brought in on a welcome call, so I never did it. And what duplicates is what they're being brought into. So if you take a guest to a local, that's what they think they're going to have to do, so they keep doing it. If you bring them on a welcome call and that's the first kind of initial thing that they get to experience with the business, the next time they have someone, guess what? They're messaging me and they're like, Clint, I need you to get on a welcome call. And it just keeps duplicating. And that's what you want, you guys. You want duplication in your team. You want to make your team so good and so self-sufficient that when you're not around, they know where to go and they know what to do. I mean, this whole trip, I didn't do anything. They did everything. Like, leadership, right? So who's here does welcome call for the team? Oh, there we go. Now, who's here after this is going to start? I hope everyone, yeah? You guys, welcome call should be simple. You and an upline. That upline, all they have to do is share their story and get them excited, celebrate that they are joining this business, and congratulate them. And then you get into BSE training afterwards by themselves, whatever the case is, but those welcome calls are so important. So yeah.
Thank you. I have one more question, an interactive question. Okay, so for color personalities, how many of you guys do not know what the color personalities are? Okay, good to know. You guys can actually Google it, but those 4 personalities, it kind of tells you, I mean, when you get really good at reading people and just kind of like figuring out what drives somebody, right? You guys will get really good at what leader to connect them with, right? It might not be your own personal upline. It might be like, hey, can you hop on a welcome call for me or talk to this person? I think it would really resonate with you. So definitely, I mean, ask some questions. After we get out of here, when we go to our lunch break, like reach out to somebody and be like, hey, what color are you? And I'm going to do something else fun, okay? So for those of you that do know what the color personalities are, how many of you guys are, what color? Do I pick a color?
I think you guys are green.
How many are green? Okay, so, yeah, there's more greens over here. I see you guys. I know you guys. Okay, so next color. How many of you guys are, pick a color?
Blue.
So greens, okay, so they're a little bit more analytical. They really like facts. They need to like know more before they proceed. So just so you guys know, blues are the ones that are just like, just tell me what to do. Where do I need to be? They're people who are very driven by fun. They're motivated by different things. You know, they don't really like to. What don't they like? What's my blues like?
You don't like to be stressed out.
They're the fun ones. Okay, so how many of you guys are yellow? Majority of the population is honestly yellow. They're the most trustworthy. They're like the best friends that you guys can have. They're super sweet, and majority of people that join the business will honestly be yellow because we are in a business where people like to help people, and that's what we're really here for. So anyways, lots of you guys are yellow, friendly people, and a little bit shy sometimes. Okay, so last one. How many of you guys are red? How many of you guys are fire red? How many of you guys are blood red. Like blood red. Like blood red. Okay, so red. You want to explain red? Red love recognition, you guys. If you come across the red, just keep cheering them on. And every little win, just keep telling them how good they're doing. They love that. No, yeah, that's true too. But red loves success. They love, there's two types of red. The ones that, it's my way or the highway. You don't want those ones. You don't want to be those ones. You want to be the coachable red, where it's like, okay, I see how well you're doing. I see what you're doing right. Okay, tell me what to do. I will do it that way. So that's a red. They're just very straight to the point. The reason why we share this color, why you guys should learn about this color, is not about you. It's not for you. You don't want to bring your own personality to someone else. You want to be able to understand them, right? So if someone comes to you and talks about lifestyle getaways, oh my God, I see you guys traveling everywhere. Like, I love that. Keep talking about that. If someone comes to you and is like, hey, I'm struggling, I need money, this and that, like I need this and that. Maybe their goal is, financial freedom. They might be a red, so talk about the highlights of that. And if they are yellow, just be the sun. Very important. And if they're green, don't come to me. I don't know how to talk analytical. You come to me, but so I personally, I'm a rainbow. Something that's very, very important about team building is getting to know your team. So I can't stress it enough why we train on the color personality so much. Why I ask, why I want to know what you guys are. A good team, you guys will have a whole mixing pot of all those colors, and you guys will see them gravitate towards each other. But yeah, learn more about it, because it will definitely help you guys understand your team and how you guys can build, and even how you guys as a community can utilize each other, right? Some of you guys are not going to be good at motivating the team, being red, right? Some of you guys are not going to be good at spreadsheets and all those things that people, those facts and stuff that people need, like, hey, I need structure. I can't deal with all this yelling, What do you want to say? So, can you guess what color Jackie A is? Because she literally came here at the earliest. She's probably going to leave the latest. And she literally did, all this. She is the yellow for sure. She helped out. So, thank you so much, Jackie. And Jackie for all this as well. I watched the sorry, this is one time. All right, you guys, I am Ashley Olson. I am one of the newest 200Ks here with Lavelle. Congrats! Rank advancement, yes, rank advancement. I actually, I'll share this really quick. It was the last day of April. I'm in the military, been in the military 18 years, and I was in the woods with no electricity, minimal, we had generators that would run every so often, minimal service, and that evening is when we hit 200K, and we could not have done it without the team and the community that we have and the leadership that I have. So this doesn't really pertain to anything I'm going to talk about, but it is possible when you are constantly plugged in, you communicate with your leaders, and make sure you have that community. A little about myself, I'm from Minnesota. Married, my husband just returned from a deployment at the end of April as well. And we have three crazy boys. So life is crazy. But I'm super, super thankful for Lavelle and just being a part of this. So thank you for inviting me, Steph G. We love Steffi G. Yes, we do. Okay, so the importance of the VIP period is we hear Paul talk about it all the time. We are the only company you will find where you can come in and in your first 14 days earn $1,300+ off of only $1,600 in volume. And it is up to us as the enroller, you as the enroller, to make sure that these brand new people, most of which have never been in network marketing, understand the simplicity and the duplication behind this business. The VIP period is the foundation of our business. And as long as you keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it, and teach them how to do that, it's just the same thing every 14 days. Same thing every 14 days. 2 new customers on AutoShip, 2 new promoters with an upgrade pack. That's it. And so it is when they're coming in, you guys, along with the welcome call and getting to know them, understanding their why are they doing it? Some people do it for the money. I personally didn't. I was a day one thriver, and I'm day two. I worked full time for the Guard, and I didn't need extra income. We were comfortable. However, I've always wanted to be a part of community. I have my military family, but I love community. I love people. And so I did it for that. I knew I had something on my hands that I had to share with other people, especially other moms, because I was a miserable mom. And I wanted to share it. Little did I know, 9 months later, I'd be able to retire my full-time job and be home, especially this last year with COVID. And it's kind of going off the tangent, and that's why I haven't noticed it. So you guys, the last year, my husband was gone with COVID and everything. Like, I would not have remained sane. I probably would be bald and have had it around did I not have the product, the business, and the community. And so making sure you're sharing that with them when they're coming in, helping them start to see the vision. It's up to us. It is up to you as the enroller. Okay, I'm gonna get back in check. So when they're coming in, you guys, they are excited. They're excited about something new, the income, the product, the community, whatever it is. Help them share that. Help them, talk to the people in their lives, making those lists, creating the posts. Because don't just. I have this all the time where I'll have a promoter hop into a VIP chat. We're having a VIP chat with our new promoters. We don't put them in all of the group chats and the group pages. It is simply that one chat, and that's it for at least the first 14 days. Don't go in there in the morning and say, hey, what's your plan for today? Hey, well, you got this, you got this. No, it's up to you to tell them every single day what they should be doing. So make sure you're getting in there. And if you are not clear on that, or maybe it's been a while since you brought somebody in, or you're maybe coming back into the business, get with your upline. Have that communication with your upline or your sidelines, you guys. Ashley, Sai, and I have become the best of friends, and we don't make money off each other. We probably give each other the best advice. So make sure you're getting very clear with how you can help them, so that you're teaching them layered leadership. We're teaching layered leadership and the duplication so that they can go and bring it to their team that they're starting to grow. It doesn't matter if you only have one person underneath you, you're a leader. And so you're the one going to share that so that they then can duplicate that, so on and so forth below them. So I'm gonna leave it with this, you guys. If you don't wake up every single day and ask yourself right away when you wake up, whose life am I going to change today? You should. That should be the first thing that you wake up and think about, because we are in a business, we have a product that can change others' lives, whether it's the money, just the product, or just the community, or all three. So I encourage you every day, wake up. Whose life is I going to change today?
Can we quote Paul? Let's quote Paul right now. So Paul always said, when you guys wake up, who are you getting on the phone with today? Mm-hmm. And that's something that I realized when I became a leader. I was like, all right, whose welcome call am I doing today, right? Who am I going to get on the phone with today? It's not just your personal things. Like, who else in your team can you help? But yeah, when I heard that, I was just like, I didn't understand it at first until I really started helping my team and doing this, my leaders and stuff were coming to me. Another thing I want to share with you guys is my checks don't make me feel important. Okay, so my checks do not make me feel important. What makes me feel important is my team coming to me and saying, hey, Jackie, I need your advice. I need your help. I need your help with something. What is it that I can improve on? And when they come to me and they tell me that they want my advice, that makes me feel important. So when you guys wake up, think about that. Who are you going to help today? Who are you getting on the phone with today? And that is going to explode throughout your team. I mean, Angela, she's on the phone all day long. She's constantly posting it on social media. I'm like, how many calls did this go through today? And that is proof that if you are on the phone with people, your business is going to grow. So, Partner and Thrive, what else do you have for us before we take this?
Are we going to lunch after this?
Yeah.
Okay, I go to the bathroom first, okay? I think my last words for building a team is, as leaders, you will have to show up first for the first little bit. You will. Like I said, I went on 6 trips by myself before they really believed in this whole thing, right? I was the only one in my network that really was invested in this first. But after that, our life was we have 100 people going to it now, right? It's crazy.
But I appreciate people for their effort, okay? Your team for their effort, not rank, not volume, not how much they're bringing in, how much they're showing up, you know? Are they on all the calls? Celebrate that and appreciate that. So that's what our team's really good at. We're not, you know, we're not here to push sales, push this, push that. We're just here to kind of be with each other, work with each other. So building a team, okay. Like,
Wait, before you guys go, I just want to add one more thing. I mean, whoever you guys can help, it doesn't matter how many levels they are away from you. Help them if you can. I've had people who hopped on a call with me. They're like, I want to know more about the compensation plan. Who would be the best person for that? Sometimes they'll throw me in. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. 14 levels down, they're like, you know, why are you doing this? I'm like, because I know what everybody else in between us wants to do. So anyways, a little bit about building a team. You guys might not be there yet. I mean, however many levels down you are, but help everybody in your team. And I think that's it. Go to lunch. We have about an hour, so return here back at 1. I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek. The next panel is going to be social media. So social media is one of the biggest topics, you guys. I know that a lot of people love to trade on Facebook, but our teams are huge on Instagram, so you guys definitely don't want to miss that panel. And yeah, so we will see you guys back at 1. We're going to start prompt at 1. Is that the washroom? There's one back there, guys.
Okay, guys. I'm not using that.